this is Snaily Snail. So last time I said that I had an exam. I passed, thank God. I still have 3 to 5 exams left, but I'm just gonna take one every year. Each exam is about $5,000 because on top of actually registering for the exam and taking the actual exam, you have to renew your certificate every year by completing different courses and like attending conferences. So flying and accommodations really isn't cheap. So I think in the end, it's probably gonna be like $15,000. So I don't want to waste everyone's time and money. So thank you so much for understanding. And yeah, I think I'll start off by talking about some of my New Year's resolutions from 2021. 我喺香港4萬蚊，我嘅負荷，我諗我5月6月已經放嘅，過4萬蚊。So I mean, like last year was a good year for me, kind of. 佢今日開始like佢呢年嘢出來，講我，我買咗樓，同埋好貴，同埋我呢樓唔價差冇幾千蚊，我要監價至好或者幾百蚊，講我要買到機呢兩位，yeah, you can imagine, like I spent quite a bit. Let me just say, I have learned from Whaley Whale's financial mistakes. He bought this $6,000 table when he was like still in the country. It still took more than like 6 men to transport it. But then when he moved to the US, I think it cost like $2,000 for shipping because it was just so heavy. And then again, you need lots of men to carry this table. And I'm always like, is this the table from the Last Supper? Because like 6 men can't carry it. So this table is special because it's made out of some shipwrecked wood. But like, how do you verify that? What makes a table heavy is really just the tabletop. The problem is you have a heavy tabletop. The legs can barely support this table. And then he bought the bookshelf from the same collection of like the shipwrecked wood. That was another couple thousand. So this bookshelf, it also wobbles. And I'm like, why? Man has spent like 10 grand alone on 2 pieces of furniture that is barely usable. At least I actually will wear my clothes. I will wear my bags. I think like every couple years we refresh our tech. Like we'll buy new laptops, new cell phones and things like that. He bought this like suit refresher thing. It's similar to the Samsung airdresser. It's like when your suit still looks good, like not good enough to take it to the dry cleaners, but you want it to smell good. Well, the problem is they no longer produce these capsules. It's in like someplace in Florida, chillin', and it has no use. So that's why this year I want to be a lot more mindful when I'm spending my money. And then quick thinking, well, like I caught myself needing to slap myself. And at first I was like, yeah, this is going to be amazing. Like I'll have enough closet space. And all that stuff. And I was like, 需唔需要買碗呢？我諗住買衣櫃屋要2個人用，要一個人出餅，但係阿姨已經要15個人買， so I was like, yeah, 我唔想紅劇爭 because it's just gonna raise the price, right? And I don't want to overpay for my home. 我睇緊陣時，我爸爸會我養海日日講我會我公園鬧。And that was like his way of saying like, I can see you, this is me like watching over you, right? 我會拋下拋下，because I have asthma at the time. 我有休氣，有肚暈，攝幾分鐘，佢硬人之後，戒毒灣，佢要益熱，依個嗌然，肚我側邊， and then 佢知輸呢樣多， and then I just looked at him and I was like, oh, 你係咪也有 asthma? I clearly didn't have the stranger danger talk. And so he was like, yeah. Like, he was super nice though. And he was just counting his bills. 我就係想要養海，雖然我都亦很能試 he had pastries outside. Oh, it's just the best. Okay, 我要講我想澳門嘅事，但係 所以我會 like 要能夠撐飲可 This was the only book I read, okay? And then like I put a sticky note here because this was like for the regulations that I had to cram for at the end. 我想能月亮分我呢 because like I don't know if you can tell, like you probably can't tell because makeup, but I don't get enough sleep. 我諗我真係 like 太緊張，瞓覺之前會 like 諗出全部呢 like weird scenarios. So every day when I'm like going to bed, it's like, but you could be studying. 或者我都會 hear 多談 but you could be studying. Like, you know, like those are the words inside my head that I'm hearing all the time. And so then I felt like I wasn't studying enough. And so I would like study a little bit too much. And then like I wasn't getting enough sleep because it was terrible. I think this year I'm just like not even going to try to sleep more. Like I'll just sleep when I sleep. And then that's it. Yeah, let's just keep it easy. Like he cooks for the both of us. I can't cook for my life. Yeah, feel hot and see. Get you like home economics. It's so cute. You know, I really wish I had home ec sometimes because 我細個嗰陣時，我就要一包 Tteokbokki and 一包 Oreos. That was it. I'm like, oh, I want to try Russian food. He'll find a recipe and he'll just like make something. And I'm just in charge of cleaning. So that's kind of how we work. 佢之後 like 啲牛扒同埋佢咧，同埋啲牛扒真係唔平嘅，30蚊一磅。但係我覺得如果你都買啲牛扒 it's like the grass-fed, organic, like that kind of stuff. That's already like 70% a good steak. 佢有時 well 有會嗌你嘅照 because he just has like business meetings and stuff. So for 兩個星期佢會知晒同每個星期咧房 and all that stuff. He marks it like breakfast 1, lunch 1, dinner 1. So I know, okay, this is the first day's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So that way I don't starve because he knows, like, he's like, I don't know how you've lived this far. So yeah, that's kind of just been what's going on in my life so far. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I know I don't upload as much, but honestly, I don't know a lot of the stuff that I'm like trying to study for. So the first exam that I already passed, but when I was taking it, the question didn't even load. So I was on the screen and then you just saw a blank table and I looked at it and I was like, how am I supposed to like calculate anything? So yeah, that's what's been happening in my life. I think this year I'm just gonna focus on passing the next exam and having a low buy year. So doesn't mean like I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm just gonna buy a lot less if I do buy some, because like honestly I do think I have like most of the things that I probably need on a day-to-day basis. 你睇緊我只同步呢兩衫，唔係面呢兩外，but 我畢業之後，我或者能3年4年 like I didn't really spend much on myself. So this was like my time to be like, okay, like I have enough money now, let me treat myself a little bit. And also I didn't imagine my salary to actually grow as much as it did. I honestly didn't think that I would ever be able to afford a home because they're expensive. So like I'm really grateful for the way that my life has changed in the past few years. Because living without heat in the East Coast, that's crazy. Like I think right now, like the East Coast is probably gonna be experiencing lots of storms. I don't think I would be like alive if I lived in the first apartment that I had. All right, that's all I really had to say. Yeah, little update in my life so far. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! So there's like a couple extra letters at the end of your name. It's pretty nice.